Okay, I just started recording. So I'm just going to make a few announcements before we get started. So the first one is about the Success Club group. I know that all three of you guys are in it, and I hope that it's been helpful for you so far. It'll be 6 weeks long, and Lori Vela is my good friend. She is an attorney, and she became a full-time Beachbody coach so that she could stay home with her little boy, which is so cool. And she's been doing it for over 2 years now. So it's great to get a lot of advice from her, and there's been some other coaches join the group this week. So you'll start to see more coaches in there as well. There's Jenny Haushen and Scotty Hobbs. There's Carrie Hill and a few others, Misty Hollingsworth. So you'll see different coaches for the next 6 weeks, and feel free to participate in there and try to read through as much as you can. Hi, Anya. How are you? So I'm just talking about the Success Club group right now, and all of you are in it, and I appreciate that very much. You guys are doing awesome. So the more that you can participate in that and kind of follow the assignments, the more you'll get out of the group. So I strongly encourage you to kind of read through the posts and to participate with it, and you'll learn a lot for sure. And it's always great to get other point of views from different coaches. So that will help a lot. Our calls will most likely be on Wednesdays for that Success Club group at about 11:15 Mountain Standard Time.
What day was that, Heather?
It'll be on Wednesdays at 11:15 Mountain Standard Time. So in Utah, it's at 11:15. So on Wednesday, and then we're going to go ahead and keep our team calls on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. because I think that works the best for everybody. So you can just plan on that.
I don't think so.
So this month, the 21-day fix is still on sale for $140 for the challenge pack. So you can keep that in mind. Let's see. I'm just going to go ahead and mute everybody while I'm talking, and then I'll unmute you so we can discuss things later. So I know all of you do a great job about checking in on the February Elite Coach Group, and I just want to encourage you to do that because you'll find a lot of great information in there, and I share scripts that I use for inviting and different videos and things. And then also you're in the Team Dynasty page. Scotty Hobbs posts a lot of great information in there as well that you can look in on. And so basically, the more that you come to me with questions and the more help that you want, the more I'm willing to give to you. And, the harder that you're willing to work, the more I am willing to work for you. So definitely come to me if you have any questions, and I'm happy to help you. Don't try to do this on your own. Make sure that you come to me if you have any questions. And I have a lot of tools, and I've done a lot of research on the company, and I can point you in the right direction and kind of help you there. The Team Cup is this month. So all of you are on a team, and basically what that entails is that we just try to hit Success Club for the month and just try to get as many Success Club points as we can. I was in a Team Cup in August with some other coaches, and basically what we did is we just did personal messages on Facebook as a group, kind of like how I announced this call tonight. So we were all in there, and then anytime someone hit a Success Club point, then they would post in there, I just got Success Club 2 or something, and it keeps each other motivated. And we kind of talk to each other back and forth in that group throughout the month and just motivate and encourage each other. So I'll be starting that up soon. It's been kind of a busy week with the Success Club group, but I'll probably start that up maybe next Monday. And so just remember that your number one most important behavior as a coach is inviting. And I know I've shared some videos in the coach training group about how important it is and some different ways that you can invite. But, it's it's not something that you can do for a couple of days or a week of the month. It's something that you need to be doing every single day with a couple of invites, because it takes people a while to process the information and to think about it. And when you go back and follow up with those people, that's where the fortune is. They call it fortune is in the follow-up. So it's important to continually be putting those invites out all the time, because you never know when someone is going to join. And it's always fine to add people into the group in the middle of the month. So even if they miss the deadline, that's a week before the group starts, when I usually say, today's the last day to order to get everything in the mail. Would you like to join us? I don't stop inviting after that day, even though I told them that was the deadline. I will go to other people and continue to invite other people. So if they decide after I tell them it's the last day, if they decide they're not going to order, then I don't bug them again until next month, and I just go to new people. So, you know, I listened to this cool call the other day about business growth, and the first phase is profitability. And this is the phase that you guys are in right now. So you all know what Emerald is, and having 2 coaches underneath you. And I was able to hit Emerald within a week and a half, and it wouldn't have happened if I had just dabbled my feet, right? So you got to just jump in there and invite. You know, the worst thing that can happen is people say no. And if they do say no, you just move on to the next people. So it's really just a matter of talking to more people. If you keep, you know, if you have gotten no's in the last week, it's important to just move on to new people, because that's how you find the people that are willing. And when they're willing to commit, they're usually, you know, right on board. So it's just a matter of finding those people and expanding your connections with other people. So I was so nervous when I first started, and I did not know what I was doing. So if you feel like that, don't feel bad, because everybody feels like that at first. You just have to really just dive in and fake it till you make it. Really, you have to just put confidence out in the world and really just believe in yourself. That's the number one thing you can do, is believe in yourself. So the other thing is you must have a strong follow-up plan. So I would recommend keeping a list of names. That's what I do. That way you know who to go back to and follow up with a few days later. Otherwise, it kind of gets lost in your Facebook messages. So I've shown you before, I have this notebook, right, with names. And so that's how I keep track of people. And so because I write down everybody that I talk to, and then if I'm thinking, oh, who should I talk to today? I can go back a couple of days and see who I talked to, and I can pull up the conversation that we had in Messenger and figure out from there, you know, I can just say, hey, how are you doing? How was your birthday? Or, you know, I saw that your kids did this or that, and that looks so fun. How was it? And then from then on, you can continue the conversation. So, and then also when you ask someone if they want to be in your group, like if they ignore you, then it's good to give them at least a day or two before you go back and ask them, can I answer any questions for you? You know, so we're going to go ahead and start talking to each other. So what I'll have you do is I'll have you tell us your name and what you love about coaching so far. And then we're going to talk about what's working in your business, what's not working, what you're learning, and then your invites and personal development. So I'll start first. So what's working with my business is you guys. Like, this is so cool to me to have you here on this call, and I just want to tell you thank you so much, and I appreciate you and your hard work so much. And I found that I'm having more people coming in that are passionate about health and fitness, and I'm just super excited to be able to teach you guys what I do so that you can share it with your friends. So I feel like that's what's working with my business right now, is I'm finally attracting other girls who love health and fitness as much as me. And so that makes me super excited. Something that I feel like is not working as well is my challenge group is a little less active this month. And but you guys have all done amazing. But in the past, typically I've had, up to 10, like, sorry, I've had like 10 to 15 people posting every day, but that's okay, because I know that you guys are working hard and you're still in there and you're contributing, and I appreciate your support very much. So I want to say thank you for that. What I have been learning lately is I don't know if you guys know who Eric Myers is and Dominique Laborte. They're on our team, and I met them in the Dominican Republic. They're from Hawaii. Eric Myers is actually my coach Scotty Hobbs's personal assistant, and they're hitting Success Club like 14 and 16 in their business every month. And it's incredible to me how they've been able to be so successful, and they've been coaches for like 2 months less than me, and they're just killing it. So I made good friends with them, and I've been talking to them about what they've been doing. And actually they've had an Instagram account for a couple of years now, and they've built up so many followers. They have 30,000 followers. It's unreal. But so I've been learning more about Instagram from him, and they actually do great with Instagram. I don't know if you guys are on there or not, but he has like 4 different accounts, and they all have hundreds or thousands of followers. And from there, like, he puts his email at the end of each post, and people can contact him that way, and he's had a lot of success. So I'm starting to try to figure out what I want to do to move my business forward even more, and try to figure out if that's something that I want to pursue with more accounts on Instagram. But I've also learned a lot about like pages. So once you guys get farther along in your business, you may want to consider having a like page. But the nice thing about those is that you can schedule your posts. So for example, if you want to make if you want 3 social media posts a day, like one about nutrition, one about fitness, and one about your family or something, you can schedule those on a like page the night before, so that you're not on Facebook at all, like all day long, and which is great for when you're with your kids all day, or if you're at school. So let's see, I have a friend named Shannon, and she's a lot like us. I'll post her in the coach group so you can see what her like page looks like. But that's what she does, is she schedules all of her posts the night before so that she can be playing with her kids during the day instead of being on Facebook, which I think is awesome. So just remember to be posting on Facebook at least once a day, something about fitness, health, nutrition, your transformation, your family, whatever it may be. And so my invites, they were going really well at the end of last month because I was pushing really hard. But this month I've still been messaging people every day, but I haven't been as aggressive, and so I need to get back into that. And my personal development. So I just finished The Slight Edge. That's an awesome book if you guys ever want to check it out. It just, it helps in every way in this business and in life. It's a great one. I've started to read Jab, Jab, Right Hook, which is a great one about social media, and it teaches you how throughout the week your post should be, nice, simple things like, this is why I love coaching, or this is what I love about this Beachbody program, and things like that. And then maybe once a week will be your right hook, and you say, click here to join me, or email me to join. And so that's your right hook, and that's what gets people to sign up. So it's important to not make those right hooks all week long, but rather just the jabs all week long, and then maybe once a week do an action post on Facebook where you're calling people to action to join you. And I found that Sunday nights are awesome for posting because there's a ton of people. Another tip I have for finding people, or Facebook is cool in the way that you can look and see how many people are on your chat. And if the chat number is really high at that time, there's a ton of people on Facebook. So usually at night, I found like on the weekdays around 9 o'clock at night, there's a ton of girls and like moms our age that are on Facebook. So that's a pretty good time to post. And another good time is noon, like when people are on their lunch breaks. And Sunday nights are really good. So, and then, and I just got the Happiness Advantage book, and I'm excited to read that. So I'll go ahead and start with Lorette, and I'm going to unmute Lorette, and you tell us. So just go ahead and tell us your name and where you're from and what you love about coaching.
Okay, so my name is Lorette Beck. I'm from Bothell, Washington. Heather and I know each other from college. And I've been enjoying coaching because, well, I really have a personal testimony, I guess you would say, of the 21-day fix. It really made a fantastic change in my life. So I wanted to share that with people. I kind of already was sharing it with people. And so then I thought maybe I would just try and be a coach too. And I've really been enjoying helping, friends and other women that I know lose weight and feel better and work on their goals. Does that cover it, Heather?
That's awesome. So Lorette has a support group that she has some girls in. How's your support group going this month?
It's good. But as you know, my frustration is people who want to get involved but then don't want to buy anything. So
yeah,
that's my biggest frustration. Is I just feel like it's a little disorganized. However, I have a really great group, and people post a lot about, and they're just really encouraging to each other, and they motivate me a lot too to stay active.
Yeah, that's what I found too with my support group, is that everyone else motivates me as well, and that's another great part about having your own group with your own friends in it. So
yeah.
What do you feel is working and not working?
So I feel like my one thing that is working is just sharing my own experience, and people will even ask me questions like, "Oh, you've lost weight. What are you doing?" And that really opens up conversation right there. What is not working is that I'm having a hard time closing when I tell people about Beachbody programs. I'm just not, they're interested, and they tell me they're going to sign up, and then they don't. So I need to figure out how to close that gap.
Okay.
And also, I don't know if you run into this, Heather, but a lot of people who already have a program, which is fine, and they're like, "Oh, well, I'll just work on the program I already have." And so the most I can do is have them switch over to me as their coach, but unless they purchase something new, I'm not really getting anything for the work that I'm putting in towards,
right,
being their coach.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So so what I've done in the past when someone has another program is I can have them switch to have me as their coach, and then if they're your good friend, I feel comfortable doing that and just letting them in the group for free. But it depends on how fast you want your business to grow. It's up to you if you want to have it be a requirement that they purchase something. Especially if you want them to be on a home direct, they could either do Shakeology, home direct, or there's a number of performance line supplements that they can be on and get each month, or even the Shakeology each month. So it's kind of up to you whether you want to require it or not. And then as far as closing goes, when people tell you they're going to sign up and then they don't, do they have the link available for them to click on to order?
Yes, I've been trying. Now, when I was out of town for my grandpa's funeral, I was having trouble connecting to the internet. So that was really frustrating. And then I was just trying to get okay, well, here's my coach ID number, etc. But I have found that using the link is that's the only time I actually have sales go through, is because it's easy for them to just click on it, and then it automatically takes them into signing up.
Yeah. And that's what I found too, is that I don't ever share, they give you a website when you sign up as a coach that people can go to and purchase products from, but I never give that website out. I only ever give people the link to sign up in the discount coach program. That's all I ever give.
Yeah.
And then if if for some reason they refuse to be a discount coach, then I can send a challenge pack link. But a lot of times those people will quit because the Shakeology is so expensive. And I also, whenever we do free groups, I have them sign up as have me as their free coach. So as far as like helping to close the deal, I just give them the deadline a week before to say today's the last day to get everything in the mail. And if they've seen it and they still don't respond, then I move on to the next person, and then I'll ask them again later, maybe like a week or two later, so that I'm not bugging them.
Like, what would you say a week or two later when they obviously didn't sign up? What would your follow-up be like?
I'd be like, hey girl, how are you? I have two more spots left in my group if you'd still like to join us. Would you like to join us? But of course, I'd typically start out by saying, hey, how are you doing? How's your family doing? What have you been up to? And then after that, I'd say, I have a couple of spots.
Right.
So that's kind of how I would do it. But it's just a matter of how many people you talk to. Because if people are ignoring you or people aren't signing up, they're just not ready. So you can't count on them for Success Club points. And I learned that from Scotty, because I told him, I'm so frustrated about these people that are dragging their feet all the time. And he told me you can't count on them for Success Club points. You just got to move on to the next people. So yeah. But you're doing awesome. So how are your invites and personal development going?
Well, invites, I need to pick it up. Last month was challenging, especially by the end of the month.
Yeah.
But personal development, I've been reading a lot of good books. It's not exactly related to, well, I don't know. For me, it has been related. But I read a book called Marie Kondo, The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up. It's really popular right now. She has another book called Spark Joy. But it's about simplifying your life, and especially about simplifying your home. But she kind of applies to all areas of your life, how if you just simplify down to those things that are most valuable to you, like the things that spark joy within you, that's what will keep you happy. So you can't just fill up your life with all these other things that you think might make you happy. So that's something I've been focusing on a lot, just, what makes me happy, what doesn't, and how is my time, how am I living my life according to those priorities. And I'm also reading The Slight Edge.
Oh, cool.
But I just kind of got sidetracked with this other book, and I read it in one day.
Oh, that's awesome. I'll have to pick that out. Yeah. Thanks for sharing that with us.
Like it. Yeah.
Do you have any other questions or anything else to add?
I don't think so. Not right now. You're always great to respond when I have questions.
Oh, what's your goal for February?
I want to be Emerald, so I need to get another coach. Oh, here's a good question. I don't know if anyone else has run into this. My mom said that she would let me sign her up as a discount coach, which would make me Emerald. And I was really excited, but then I asked her for her social security number, and she said no.
Oh, really?
She's kind of weird about her personal information. I was just wondering if anyone else had run into that before. I was like,
yes.
Mom?
I've only run into that one time, and it was with an older lady, like a mom. So
yeah, okay. Yeah, my mom's an older lady. So.
There's been other people who have made that objection in the past, and what I've learned from coaches is that Beachbody is a Better Bureau business, and the site is secure, so it's locked. No one can access that information, and the only reason that we put in the social security number is so that we can receive paychecks.
Right, it's for tax reasons.
Right.
And well, financial reasons.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can, I don't know. We'll see what happens there.
You
But
can always
it just cracked me up. Like she was, okay, sure, I'll let you do it. And, you know, that I'll get a discount. But anyway.
Can you send her the link and she can type it in, or?
I don't know. You'd have to know my mom, Heather. But anyway, we don't have to talk about that.
Oh, that's fine.
If her mom signs up as a discount coach, does that mean that she can write off any products and programs that she buys as a business expense, even if she doesn't make a penny?
I don't know about whether she can write it off if she doesn't make any money. I'd have to ask Scott about that. But if she did make even a few dollars, then she could write off her Shakeology and her business fees and like club membership and programs and everything. So yeah. And the only time that we enter Social Security, to answer your question, Ryan, is just when we sign up as a discount coach. So if someone refuses to put in their social, they can always just sign up with a challenge pack and you'll still get 2 Success Club points. It's just you won't have the coach underneath you. So cool. Well, thank you for sharing, Laurette.
Yeah, thanks, Heather.
Yeah, so let's go to Anya. Can you tell us your name and what you love about coaching so far?
My name's Anya, and what I love about coaching so
Can you guys hear her?
is that I love meeting all the new girls that I've met through the Success Club, and being able to help other people to meet their fitness goals.
And tell us where you live.
I live in Heber, Utah.
Cool. So Anya and Laurette are both nurses, and I am too. And then Ryan's a school teacher, and Jessie, I think she stays at home. Do you stay at home, Jessie? Oh, maybe we lost her. Sorry. Okay. So what do you feel is working for you and not working for you right now, Anya?
Sorry, I keep losing connection.
Oh, sorry. I just asked, what do you feel is working and not working for you right now?
What's not working is I am having a hard time getting people to commit. They always say, I don't want to be coached, or I already have the programs and the Shakeology is too expensive.
Okay. So you're getting a lot of objections.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's important, if you do get objections, to just do follow-ups. And there are lots of scripts you can use with objections that I've posted in there with like the costs and everything. So it's important, if someone gives you an objection, to not say, okay, no worries, see you later, because I've done that in the past, and that won't get you very far in this business. So it's important to share why it's important. Like, if they tell you Shakeology is too expensive, what do you usually say?
I usually tell them, if you break it down, it's only $4 a day. You don't, if you don't go get a coffee every morning or something like that, then, if you save that money, then you'll be able to afford it.
Perfect. Okay, so, and it could be just the number of people that you're talking to. Some people won't change their mind no matter what you say to them. So then you just have to move on to the next person. Let's see. What have you been learning, and how are your invites and personal development going?
Invites, they're going okay. I need to work on that a little bit harder this month. But they seem to be going okay. I just, with a lot of objections, I'm still trying, pushing along.
And I have to give Anya a shout out, because she's lost 10 pounds in 3 weeks, and it's amazing. And when you posted that on Facebook, I noticed you got like 60 likes, which is so awesome. Congratulations, by the way.
Thanks.
And so the great thing about that, because she shared her transformation, is she got a ton of people interested in what she's doing. and she had a whole list, you know, of 60 names of people that she could go on private message and say, thanks for liking my transformation. Would you like to join me in the next group? And so that's the power of sharing your story on Facebook. So how about personal development? How's that going for you?
It's going good. I've been reading Leadership and Self-Deception.
Oh, cool.
It's a really good book. It teaches you about being outside the box and seeing people as people. And it helps with work as well.
Oh, great. So what's your goal for February?
To make emeralds.
Nice. Okay, cool. So we have 2 gals that want emerald, and that's awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and go to Jessie. Tell us where you live and what you love about coaching so much.
Can you hear me?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So I'm Jessie Larson, and I live in Linden, Utah.
Uh-huh.
And so far, I only have one person under me, but I've loved to watch how she's got her results and been super excited and motivated to go into coaching herself. So
Yeah, and that's so cool. Like right off the bat, I have to congratulate Jessie for this because she signed up another coach like right away, and that coach wants to start her own business too. And so that's like incredible to me that the very first person that she added is interested in helping others also. So tell us kind of what's working and what's not working for you, Jessie.
Okay. Working, like people are starting to notice like what I'm doing, and they're getting a little bit more interested, I guess.
Oh, good.
So that's good. I'm not working. I'm super shy. So it's kind of hard to put myself out there, but I'm trying really hard.
That's okay. You know what? I'm a total introvert. And that's why I actually kind of really like this business, because I can message people instead of having to talk to them all the time, because I'm a really shy person, and it's hard for me to talk to people on the phone. But I found the more that I do it, the better that I get and the more comfortable I am. So, and how are your invites and personal development going?
Like I said, invites, I could probably do better just because I'm super shy. Like, people comment on it, and I'm like, oh, big. I'm not quite sure. Personal development, I just got the energy bus. I don't know. I've heard it's good, so I figured I'd read it and see.
Oh,
I like it, but I'm just starting it, so.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
And I want to thank you and everybody for the support that you have given me and liking my posts and like commenting on my posts. I really appreciate that. So I think you'll love that book. And what's your goal for February, Jessie?
Probably just to sign like 2 or 3 more people up so that I can get something rolling. Break out of my shell, hopefully.
You can do it. And then, okay, so Ryan, tell us your name and where you live and what you love about coaching so far.
Hi, my name is Ryan Jenkins, and I live in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And I just recently signed up, but so far I think what I've liked the most is just how supportive and positive everyone is. It's funny, technically it seems like we should be competitors, but we're not. We're all just supporting each other, and even people that aren't even part of Team Dynasty or whatever, but that are part of Beachbody are still supporting other people, and it's just been neat that everyone's a resource for each other depending on where we are in our journey.
Yeah.
I guess what's been working for me is I'm starting to act like a coach, in the sense that I'm making sure that I'm working out every day, and that I'm viewing Facebook as like business time, which is kind of funny. Because I'm used to just scrolling and wasting time. So that's been interesting. I haven't actually invited anyone yet, but I had my call from Heather today, so I'll start inviting people. it's weird because I want to be, so I was a missionary, one of those Mormon missionaries, and so I learned how to be very direct, but I kind of feel like I need to tone it down when it comes to Beachbody coaching. And then I was like, oh, your husband has to drive for work? Well, would he be interested in making his own hours? And like, I feel like I need to break up the process a little bit, and I'm probably overanalyzing myself, but yeah.
Very, very good. Well, thank you. Thanks for sharing, Ryan. I appreciate that. One more thing that I forgot to mention is that Sagi event next Saturday. If any of you guys can come to Pocatello, Idaho, I'll be there. Are you planning to come, Jesse?
Yes, we'll be there.
Yay! I'm so excited.
Me and Melanie. Melanie will be there too. So.
Oh, awesome! I'm so excited. How about you, Anya? Did you decide whether you want to come? It's next Saturday, but it's up in Pocatello, so it's a bit of a drive.
Right. I want to.
Yeah.
I'm going to try.
Okay. Let me just tell you one thing that I've learned about events. They're life changers. Like if you took the time to go to this event, it will change your life. Like the things that you will learn there from these top coaches, and to see their perspective and to learn what they have to share, it will seriously change your mindset. And because I was blown away when I went to the coaching retreat in November, just being surrounded by all of those positive people, like Ryan was saying, this community is so amazing. And people, you know, it's not a competition at all. It's about supporting each other. And that's what I love about it so much, because everyone is here to help you. If you ever see a Beachbody coach on Facebook or whatever, you can message them and ask them for help, and they're more than willing to help you, which I love. So if you can make it, that would be awesome. And my mom lives in Idaho Falls, and I'll be staying there. So if any of you guys need somewhere to stay, you're more than welcome. She'll have like 3 empty queen size beds, and she has a huge house. So, and I don't know if did I invite you, Ryan? I can't remember, but you're more than welcome to come. We'd love to have you.
Probably not in Pocatello, sorry.
Yeah, it's a drive, but super